What is up? Welcome back to Outside the Top 25. It's week one. College football's here. Fall is here.
Our teams are playing tonight.
And both of our teams are playing on this wonderful Thursday night. Missouri starts at 7. That's their kickoff. When are you going?
Tonight. I think around the same time.
Around the same time. Who you playing? Who's UCF playing?
Some FCS school, FC State, I think.
Yeah. Missouri has Louisiana Tech, who, when they scheduled Louisiana Tech, was probably like a pretty decent, mid-major or whatever to schedule. Like, oh, that's not a pushover.
I'm putting you guys on upset alert.
But yeah, Louisiana Tech is not what they used to be under Napier and or even what's his fucking name, the Holtz kid,
Skip Holtz. Yeah.
Well, Skip Holtz got fired, so maybe they are what they were under Skip Holtz. But yeah, man, I'm fucking excited. It's my kid's first birthday. We're going out to dinner. I'm gonna slam margaritas from 5 to 7.
I don't know. You got to watch out for this Louisiana Tech Bulldog team.
You never know.
Got the guy under Matt Wells at Texas Tech coming in. Forget his name.
Who cares?
But he's like a quarterback coach.
I will say last year Missouri opened with Central Michigan, and that game was a nightmare. Missouri won it, but they ran for 220 yards on us, or something crazy like that, because our run defense was so bad. So whatever happens tonight will probably in some ways set the tone for the season.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see. Need a blowout.
We'll see.
Need a fucking blowout.
Last week, kind of recap.
Yeah.
We're very transparent with our records here.
And we'll be forcing transparency on the other shows this year.
Yeah. I wrote down all of Ross's and Dan's picks.
Yeah.
Even though it's kind of hard to keep track because they always just skip games. Cowards.
We're
not cowards.
No. Nope. We do everything. We're dirty, filthy pieces of shit.
I pick at least, I'm like, here's a 15-game slate of the 15 biggest outside the top 25 games. We then have to pick a money line dog. And we have to pick a rando game that neither of us pick.
Yeah.
So last week, we only had a limited field. So I went 4-3.
Look at you.
You went 3-6 because you took some over-unders.
I did, yeah.
None of which probably hit.
I don't remember.
I think you lost all your
Certainly the
over-unders.
Nebraska one did not hit.
We both went 0-1 on our dogs.
Yeah, I went especially 0-1.
Real hard. I mean, so did I.
Who'd you pick?
UTEP.
Oh, what was that final score?
I think it was 31-13.
Okay, yeah. I lost worse on that, but yeah, neither of us did well for the money line dog.
No. Week 0 overreactions.
Fire Scott Frost. Is that an overreaction even?
Yeah. Can I come out and say it?
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't think Nebraska's as bad as people think.
They lost that game on coaching.
Onside kick.
That's awful.
Up
They had
11.
all the momentum.
That single-handedly probably lost them the game, right?
I think maybe.
Thompson threw a ball that hit off a receiver's hands, interception. Yeah, it's pretty much two things that happened that lost them the game.
It was bad.
I think they could still win the West.
Yeah, probably. The West is terrible.
I know. Where Ross and everyone on the internet right now is burying Nebraska, rightfully so, but I still don't think they're that bad.
I think I read something the other day that Scott Frost would now have to win 25 games in a row to match Bo Pelini's record at Nebraska,
which is great. Nebraska was so mad when Bo would go 9-3 every year.
Yeah. Oh,
they would kill to go 9-3.
They would, literally murder all 3 hobos in Nebraska to fucking go 9. I just love, I love seeing that because they used to be a blue blood and they're just not anymore.
I don't think anyone's doing this, but maybe if you are talking yourself into Vanderbilt this year,
don't.
That's an overreaction. What's not an overreaction is Hawaii might be the worst team in the country.
If you lose like that to Vanderbilt at home
on the island,
that's fucking awful.
Timmy Chang, I do not feel, it's not his fault. He came in. Graham got fired, I think, in January.
Yeah.
And half the team left or transferred. I believe including Todd Graham's son.
Well,
before his
what are you sticking around for?
I know.
Didn't Coach K's nephew leave?
I believe so, yes.
Duke?
Yeah.
Yeah, as soon as Coach K retired.
Got the DUI?
Yeah, because Shire's all right, kid, this
Straighten up.
Yeah, this isn't happening again. Yeah, makes sense, I guess. Here's my other week 0 overreaction that you probably share. Illinois. Is Burt back in the conference he belongs in?
It's not an overreaction in my mind. I said it last week. I think Illinois is good.
Is Illinois an 8-win team?
I said 7-5, 8-4. Yeah.
Okay.
And maybe a little teaser from my money line dog this week.
Yeah, I saw that it was, which I'm pissed about because I love that, but I won't pick that one too.
Yeah, what the fuck is Indiana?
So you got to like get with me before this though, because you can't just have first dibs on money line dog every week. It's not fair.
Better record the week before gets first dibs. How about that?
Okay, all right, that's fine. That's fine.
Okay.
But yeah, Illinois looked pretty good, which actually I'm excited about because I think.
But here's the thing too: Wyoming sucks.
Wyoming does
is
suck.
A bottom tier Mountain West team.
Wyoming does suck, but Illinois, that's the way you want them to look, though, right? Like they had almost a pick six, like defense.
Run the ball down your fucking throat.
Yeah. That's the way you want a Burt team to look. Burt's back in the division he belongs in.
Exactly. This is exactly where he should have never went to the SEC.
No. Now he looks like he belongs at Arkansas physically.
Yeah.
But that's not where he should go. And honestly, they replaced him. Arkansas replaced him with an even more Arkansas looking motherfucker in Sam Pittman. Yeah.
Yeah. I was telling you yesterday, the governor of Mississippi is maybe the most Mississippi man I've ever seen.
So he's obviously like his wife is like a 9, like a gorgeous blonde 9.
Like they're having state of emergency water issues. I think that might. I wonder if that's going to be a factor with like Ole Miss or anything.
If there's one group of people in Mississippi getting water, it's the Ole Miss football team.
It's Lane.
Yeah. Joey Freshwater is getting out fresh water.
That's true. Let's just get into it. We got a
lot going on.
Games here for week 1. You know, last week you just kind of dip your toe in. Now we're diving head first into the cement.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Tonight,
It's just a lot. I'm just excited.
I know. Tonight we got Heupel, our boy.
Yeah.
Josh Heupel, home opener for Tennessee. They're a 35.5 point favorite against Ball State.
Mm-hmm.
Over under 66.5. Something I also told you offline, the first half line for Tennessee.
Yes. Which I've already bet.
What is it now? I wrote this yesterday. Tennessee's minus 23.
I got 23.5 yesterday, and it is, let me double check on my bookie here.
I believe it's around roughly 23. Either way, I don't care. It's Heupel's going to
Oh, man, it moved up to 24.
That's fine. All right, we'll change it to 24. I love Tennessee minus 24 in the first half.
Yeah. What do you think? They're up like 28 at the end of the first half?
Because I don't know if they even covered the 35.5 at the end of the game.
That's a big.
Heupel just does this thing where he gets up.
Yeah.
Because he runs the same 4 plays, so like they eventually figure it out. But those 4 plays work. He'll get up 35-0 in the first half.
So here's what happens with a Josh Heupel team. Typically, as we both well know, if he's playing a team that sucks, they fucking butt fuck them in the first half.
Mm-hmm.
If he's playing a team that's good, they'll score a bunch of points at the end of the third and through the fourth quarter when they're already getting blown out.
Right. To make it look closer.
Yeah. And that's it.
That's Josh Heupel's recipe, yes.
I'm
excited, though, to see I have a ticket right now currently on Hendon Hooker to win the Heisman.
Can you get – I haven't seen odds. I don't want to bet him to win, but I do want to bet him to be in New York.
That's kind of what I'm thinking, right? Like, I bet him to win the Heisman just as, like, because I know he's going to be in New York.
Yeah.
Because he's going to put up numbers. He's going to put up stats for Heupel against these shit teams.
It just depends on how many games they win, though, because Drew Lock didn't get an invite to New York.
Mm.
And he put up fucking insane numbers in 2017.
Yeah, but he also, I believe, has the it's all about marketing, too.
100%.
And I believe Hendon Hooker is a barstool athlete.
Ooh.
So he might get that barstool push.
Okay. I don't hate that.
Yes.
But, I mean, I would say probably the best quarterback statistically that Heupel ever had. And, I mean, Joe Burrow broke Drew Lock's record for touchdown passes in the SEC. I don't know what more Lock could have done statistically to get an invite to New York. Not that I think he deserved one because I don't. But, like, his numbers were insane, but Missouri was also 7-6 or something like that on the year.
You gonna touch this over under or no?
Man, it's close. Let me look at the projections. I don't like it.
S&P guy.
Yeah. I'm going to say I don't like the over-under here, and I looked at the Tennessee over-under points, and it's at 51. So last year, Tennessee scored more than 51 points against Tennessee Tech, Missouri.
What was that?
Missouri. They honestly, impressively, they dropped 45 on Kentucky. That's not over 51, but they dropped 60 on South Alabama, and that's it. So they scored over 51 points 3 times last year. They dropped 45 on Vandy. Yeah, I don't like the team over that much. I would actually try to watch a live line on that. So I am also taking the Tennessee first half over. Also, you had the good advice of watch the live on the Tennessee first quarter over.
Not even live.
Can you get it right before?
Not that. Just Tennessee first quarter line as well. Anything first half. Like if you can take Tennessee minus the points, I would do that.
Yeah.
But my official pick for this game, Tennessee first half minus 24.
Okay. What do you think about the first half over under at 38? That feels like a lot.
Yeah, because again, I don't know if Ball State's going to score.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to go against my better judgment here and to pick something different than what you picked, even though I already did bet Tennessee covering in the first half. And I will take Tennessee's team over at, let me double check that line real quick. Team over of 51. Now, for what it's worth, the odds on this is minus 115. So the book kind of thinks they're trying to draw you in at least.
Minus 115 is, yeah, it's normal.
They're trying to tell you like maybe they think that the 51, they're going to hit the 51 over, so they're giving you longer odds.
Yeah, instead of the minus 110.
Yeah,
more or less. Yeah,
I'll take it. I'll take the team over at 51.
Next up, the Nittany Lions, Penn State, minus 3.5 at Purdue, over under 53.5. Don't know if I love this line for Penn State. Don't really know what to expect from Penn State this year.
Yeah. Why is that?
A lot of, I mean, Clifford's back. I don't know if that's a good thing. Unless he's playing Auburn.
I mean, sometimes consistency is,
Yeah. I mean, he can show up, and he looks good in games, and in other games, I'm like, he shouldn't be a Division I quarterback.
Yeah.
Penn State should have the goods, but at the same time, like Purdue, I mean, at home, this is the kind of game that they would take. I like Purdue here plus 3.5. Give me the home team and the points.
Do they do it this early in the season though?
No, not usually. It's usually a midseason thing. But I mean, they could lose by 3 and you still win.
I get that. Yeah, Purdue at home. This is a toughie. I will.
Who's a better coach, Braum
or Franklin? Ooh, also toughie. Franklin's had more success.
Franklin's a better recruiter, maybe.
No, I think definitely.
I think it's easier to get people to Happy Valley than Indiana.
How about Vanderbilt? He won 9 games at Vanderbilt.
He covered up a lot of things at Vanderbilt. There's a lot of skeletons in the Vanderbilt
patching
closet.
A lot of holes on and off the field.
That's not talked about enough.
What?
James Franklin.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Past.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, so I'm going to take Penn State here. I'm going to take old Franklin because that's the sign of a good coach. Is covering up horrible, horrible crimes. I will take Penn. Actually, I'm gonna buy a half point on that though.
I mean, you got O'Connell back for like his 6th fucking year for Purdue.
Yeah, I'll take Penn State minus 3. I would buy a half point just to be safe.
Okay. Yeah, I hope you push. because I obviously grew up a Penn State fan. I would like Penn State to win.
Yeah.
A lot of my friends are Penn State fans. Went to Penn State.
You just want Purdue to cover.
I want Purdue to cover by that half point.
All right, fair enough. That's fine.
Give me that 3.5. So those are the games we have for Thursday. Was there any other Thursday games? I mean, obviously our two squads, but I didn't really see us as a top 15 game for this week.
Yeah. Either of us?
No, I mean we're playing South Carolina State. So
yeah, I mean we're playing Louisiana Tech. That's fine. I put Missouri in a teaser. I didn't love their. I think their line was like 20 or something like that. Or 19.5. Let me see what I got them.
Yeah,
at.
Mizzou I believe was like a 22 point favorite.
Okay, so I took a 6-point teaser, so they were 19.5. I took them down to 13.5, which I think is reasonable. I think that's a good. I think Missouri's a good game to put in a teaser. 19.5. I don't know. They should, but I didn't feel like
this make or break for Drink.
No, Drink's fine. He's recruiting really well, so he's got a couple years
I need
left.
results on the field, Rob.
Fair enough.
Recruit all you want if you're going to go 4-8 every year.
Drink's okay. Drink's doing fine.
Right. Friday night.
Some decent games.
Virginia Tech at Old Dominion. Why would you do this to yourself, Virginia Tech? Over unders 48.5.
I think, a lot of the FCS and G5 schools have been getting a little more ornery about demanding home and homes. Like they won't just take the pay for play. They want your team to come to them.
I know. Old Dominion, I believe, went to Virginia Tech too and beat them.
Virginia Tech is. I don't think they were ever like a powerhouse, but Virginia Tech fans kind of think they are.
They're on the decline. I mean, Beamer Ball had a moment.
All they ever had was Beamer.
And Michael Vick.
And Vick, yes. And Marcus Vick, I guess.
Stomping.
It's 3 things, but that was during
Stomping the competition.
That was during Beamer, right? Like that's yeah. I will whatever.
Brent Pry comes in. Defense coordinator from Penn State.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. I don't think I don't think Virginia Tech has the goods right now to go to Old Dominion. I mean, Old Dominion is not a good program either. They're not like a top tier G5 school.
Didn't they kind of used to be?
Mm-hmm. What's his face? The quarterback with the sleeve tap for the Washington Commanders.
Yeah. He was
quarterback.
Well, I don't remember his name, but yeah, he was an ODU guy. I thought ODU used to be good.
They have a year here where they blip up.
Yeah.
But
fuck them. I don't. Man, this game's tough. I'll tell you what. I'll take the over on this game.
Taking the over here?
Yeah, I'll take the over.
Okay.
I think it's going to be. I think neither team's good, but it's going to be like sloppy, not good. A lot of turnovers leading to points, that type of situation. I'll take the over. 48.5. I'll take a 30-20 game, something like that.
Okay. Grant Wells coming in from, I believe, Marshall to take over the reins for Virginia Tech.
Okay. Theoretically, good hire.
People like the hire. Yeah, I mean, Penn State's had a pretty solid defense since Franklin's been there. Yeah. I don't know, man. You're gonna take the over?
Yeah, I'm taking the over.
I tend to agree with that, but I'm gonna go Old Dominion in the points. I think Virginia Tech kind of wins this late. I'm thinking like a 24-21 game.
Okay. That would not be the over.
No.
That's a 45-point game. All right.
So we're gonna go ODU as the official pick. You're going with the over.
Yeah.
Next up we have Burt. I love this. I know it's the public side. The line went from 3.5 to it's now down to 2. Illinois is catching 2 at Indiana. Over unders 47.5. People liked what they saw against Wyoming. Again, I wouldn't put much stock into that game just because Wyoming's so bad.
Again, Indiana's but like we said, it's Illinois looked like they were doing the things they were supposed to do.
Yeah. This is my official pick for my money line dog.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll take Illinois in the points and then my money line. Illinois +2 and then Illinois money line.
I will also take Illinois +2. I'll let you have the money line there.
Okay. Man, I don't know what happened to Indiana. They just had that COVID. They had that weird COVID year.
Right. Where that was. I mean, Penix was good, I guess, but like that was a fucking mirage.
Yeah, Penix is, I believe, in Washington. You got to keep up with where all these guys are going in the transfer portal.
It's a fucking mess. I don't
free
care.
agency. It's nuts.
Right.
It's cool though because you're like, oh fuck, he's there now.
Yeah. Well, it's cool for your team too because it's great. It's just a great way to patch holes, and it's especially I think.
I mean, our starting quarterback right now is Plumlee. Like,
right.
All right.
It's It's better for teams like ours where we might miss out on them as a recruit, but then they don't get playing time and they come to a second tier program essentially.
Whoa.
And you're like, all right.
Giving Mizzou a little credit there to be called second tier.
Oh my God.
Next up, TCU -14 at Colorado. Over under 55.5. Colorado gonna be real stinky this year. Gonna be real bad.
How bad?
I want to look at their schedule right now. Buffs schedule. All right, so TCU. They open up with. They go to Air Force. I think they lose to Air Force. They play Minnesota at Minnesota. They're going to lose to Minnesota. So that's 0-3. They're going to lose to UCLA. The Colorado-Arizona game's the only game they could potentially win, but I'm kind of higher on Arizona this year after the kind of turnover there. California, Colorado could win that game. They got to go to Corvallis. No. Arizona State, no. Oregon, USC.
No.
Utah, Washington. No. They may win one game this year.
Oof, yeah, that's brutal.
They're not going to be favored in pretty much any game.
Yeah, what game would they be favored in?
Because the winnable games, I guess, would be California, where they're home, and Arizona, where they're on the road.
Arizona stinks also.
Arizona's rebuilding. I like where Arizona's going.
That's fine. Colorado's on the way down. Arizona's on the way up. But they're both very, very near the bottom.
Right. That's the one winnable of the two.
Yeah.
Probably. So I think, they go 1-11.
Sick. Those guys, they don't care. Those kids don't care.
In Boulder?
No, they don't give a fuck.
I don't care about football.
No, they're not in the slightest.
Not anymore. Bring back Cordell.
Should he just coach? He should we do
be like the Dion?
It's like I feel like what's really funny about sports as opposed to most of the rest of life is that there's like extremely hard, measurable success, right? Like it is as black and white as anything could possibly be. There's nuance, but it's pretty black and white. Whereas in stuff, we'll call it like politics, for example, you can spin anything to be a win or a loss, whatever, etc. But doesn't it feel like sports, like politics, has this like push for like celebrity coaches essentially? Bring back Scott Frost, bring back Cordell Stewart, like bring back like this true son of the program, you know what I mean? But the difference is that
we as a society just have this urn for like nostalgia.
Yeah.
We're like, bring back the good days.
Yeah.
Remember when it was good? And then you think about the good days. And they weren't that good to begin with.
Well, even if they were, like with Scott Frost playing at Nebraska, those days were very good. But the problem is that he was playing, not coaching. Cordell Stewart days at Colorado, great. But he was not coaching, whatever. And I don't know if they want Cordell Stewart or not. But it's funny because, like, that shit doesn't get off the ground in sports because people are like, all you have to do is point to, like, hard examples of that being dog shit. And they're like, oh, right. But you can't point to those examples in other stuff because people are like, no, well, actually, he did great at this and great at this. And you're like, well, fuck, God, I don't know. Then do whatever you want. It's just funny to me because that people also have that urge in sports to like have some famous alumni come be the coach.
Shit don't change.
For this game, though, yeah, I'm on the TCU side. I might buy a half point to be safe. In fact, I will buy a half point to be safe, just in case, because it's not like TCU's great. I know they have Sonny Dykes and all that shit.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, I think Quentin Johnson's going to be a real dude this year.
Yeah.
He's going to break out. He's only a junior, I believe. Yeah, he was 2021 first team All Big 12. He's on the Earl Campbell, Tyler Rose Award honorable mention. Yeah, I think he might he could potentially be the best receiver in the country at one point.
For TCU?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sonny Dykes, though, said he's going to play like 3 fucking quarterbacks this year, even though Max Duggan's back.
Yeah.
Or 3 quarterbacks.
If you don't have 3 quarterbacks, who are you?
That's yeah, but like Max has a shit ton of starts. I don't know why you would even question
Yeah.
just letting him have the reins. I don't know.
Yeah. Whatever. Fuck it.
So you're going with TCU minus
13.5.
I'll just take the 14. I think they're going to win big.
Okay. I'm a little, you never know. Colorado's weird, and it's not like TCU's not like TCU's amazing, but Sonny Dykes does put up points, so just to be safe, I'll do that. Buffalo at Maryland. You're kind of a Buffalo boy, aren't you?
No. That loyalty transferred when Leopold went to Kansas. Buffalo stinks.
You're not a Buffalo boy.
No.
Okay.
I'm a Kansas boy now.
Of course you are.
Listen, I'm loyal to some coaches.
Jesus Christ. All right. So Buffalo's plus 24.5 at Maryland, at the Terps. Now, Maryland can put up some points.
Yeah, that's what they're expecting, right? They're just like, Maryland's going to come out and boat race Buffalo.
Yeah, but hear me out. I think Buffalo covers. And I will buy another half point to take it up to 25, again, to be safe and buy the insurance. But I don't think Maryland covers.
Dude, Buffalo's really bad.
I don't care. Maryland's not good. When are they ever good? They're not even like Tennessee, where they like are kind of stinky, but they at least murder shitty teams.
They did murder Virginia Tech in the bowl game.
Who, Maryland?
Yeah.
I am at the point now where I don't even care about bowl game outcomes.
54-10.
Whatever. Like, bowl game outcomes are like meaningless to me unless it's New Year's Six bowl, and even then, you have like Texas beating Georgia, like that fucking matters.
And you got Toya Laya Tagovailoa.
Yeah, Tua 2.0.
To his little brother. He's coming back.
Great. That guy throws picks like it's nobody's business. He hasn't been spanked enough. We've talked about this.
I know. So that's why I like the over.
Okay. All right.
Over 65.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just don't trust Maryland to not do some stupid shit.
All right. Next up, Rutgers plus 7 at Boston College. Over under 48. Love Rutgers here.
Really?
I don't think Boston College is very good this year.
I'm going to go.
And, another year with Shiano.
Just getting tougher, grittier.
Mm-hmm.
Sure. Why not? I like buying half points on this stuff, especially for these like borderline games. Boston College minus 6.5. Buy a half point. I like Boston College at home. I think they have a nice little program, to be honest. There's a lot of income.
Coward. I'll call it out.
What, for buying half points?
Half points.
Because I don't want to push. I don't want to go fucking 2-1-7.
Just have confidence.
I have confidence in buying a half point.
Right.
Should we somehow penalize ourselves for this type of thing? Like in the count?
No, but I'll just call you out for it.
All right, that's fine. You can just make fun of me for it. Ooh.
This is a big boy game this weekend.
This is going to be my money line dog.
I like this game.
This is an awesome game. I'm going to watch this game, a lot of this game.
UNC minus 1.5 at App State. Over under is 56.
Give me App State money line dog. That is my money line dog pick of the week.
Big Chase Bryce guy.
I'm a big North Carolina is a lie guy.
I would say one of the most beautiful scenes for a game in Boone.
Man, I want to go there. I want to watch a game there.
It would be fun. I feel like it's pretty hard to get to though.
Yeah, you have to take a
Where do you fly into?
I don't know, Charlotte, and then you get on a fucking mule. It's like going to the bottom of the Grand Canyon to get to Boone.
Right.
They just put you on a fucking donkey.
UNC and Drake Med didn't impress you last week against their FCS opponent?
Yeah, no, nothing about UNC impresses me. Even when they were kind of good that first year under Mac Brown or whatever, it still was sketchy as fuck. And then last year they absolutely shit the bed.
I do like that speaking of nostalgia, they're like, Luke May's little brother, quarterback.
Love that. Luke May, the prettiest eyes in college basketball history.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's like good times. Remember when Luke May won us a national championship?
I think they care less about that than they do about ruining Coach K's ending.
Like last year was their national championship.
Yeah,
their most favorite national championship.
That Final Four game. I like App State here. App State at home. This is a North Carolina team coming off a shitty year last year. I don't know how motivated Mac Brown is. This is a huge rivalry game for one side and not for the other.
Are they rivals? I don't even think App State thinks of North Carolina as a rival.
App State wants to be the best football school in the state.
I get that.
And they're going to get up for this fucking game. Mm-hmm. This is little brother.
It's like us playing Florida, right? Like Florida's not really a rival of UCF.
It's in-state bragging rights.
Yeah.
And this is for, by the way, UCF has done quite a bit more to get national recognition. I mean, you're in the fucking Big 12 now, basically, than App State has. App State still feels very...
Still riding off, what was that, 2005?
7, Michigan.
2007? Yeah.
They still don't think they've gotten the recognition they deserve, and maybe they haven't. They want to win, and they want to win big. I love App State here.
Man, this line does tell me everything, like lean App State. And I don't trust fucking Mac Brown.
No, absolutely not. He had his 1 year, ranked in the top 10 preseason last year. He had his 1 year, down ACC, everything. It all lined up for him last year. And they quarterback, a great quarterback, allegedly, and they just shit the bed. They're going to get has Mac Brown in his time at North Carolina ever played a team that's going to be as hyped to play them as this App State team?
No. I just can't get down with Chase Bryce, man. He stinks.
I don't give a fuck. I love App State. I love App State here.
I'm going to go with Tar Heels here.
Okay.
I think they squeak one out. Squeak one out in Boone. So UNC -1.5. I'll take that.
Okay.
Next up, we got Arizona +5.5 at San Diego State. Over/under 47.
Now, San Diego State also sucks.
No.
Right? I thought they were kind of terrible this year.
No. They're always the same. They can't score, but they always have like a fucking rock solid defense. Brady Hoke's there.
Sweet. Brady Hoke redemption tour.
He's had a pretty good record at San Diego State. I got to actually look it up. Yeah, he has been, let's look, the coach of San Diego State since 2020. And he went last few years. So last 2 years, his records at San Diego State they went 12-2 last year.
Okay. I'll take San Diego.
COVID year, they went 4-4.
I'll take San Diego State here. 5.5 at home. S&P Plus actually has this as a 10-point bigger win than the spread. S&P Plus has San Diego State winning by 16.
Really, that's a
huge discrepancy.
Can we really put a lot of credit or faith in the S&P Plus week 1?
Say whatever you want. I'm just saying that's a huge discrepancy. It's usually a lot closer.
Listen, we both, dabble with the Church of Connolly, right?
We do.
But I'm going to go with Arizona here. I just got it in my loins. I feel a turnaround.
Okay. Sure.
5.5. Over/under 47. I would lean under, but I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to go with the Arizona Wildcats.
I think this is a weird over/under. I don't necessarily know that.
So this is simply because of the line. Like, that should be a much bigger line, but I think Jed Fish and the boys in Arizona go to San Diego. They go to that. It was a fairly decent campus. I've been
to San Diego State.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that where the soft serving happened, or you found out about the soft serve?
Well, yeah, I guess that is technically a soft serve, but
yeah,
or the location of the soft serve. Shouts to Xander. Yeah, no, I'll go Arizona. Go with the Wildcats.
Okay.
I think last year was not a reflection of where that program is.
Okay.
I think Jed Fish is going to come in and just kind of turn it around.
All right, well, they're going to lose, so that's fine.
That's fine, yeah. But, I mean, I don't think they're going to cover.
They're going to lose by more than 5.5. Whatever, who cares?
I just like that we disagree a lot.
This is going to be a big week. This is going to decide a lot of shit.
It won't.
This is going to decide everything.
Next up, we have Tulsa -6.5 at Wyoming, over under 44. Man, Wyoming at home catching points against Tulsa. Like almost a touchdown.
That feels weird to me. Right? Because Tulsa's, like, obviously Wyoming.
Is this overreaction week 0?
Yes, I kind of think it. Tulsa's not good.
They're always pretty solid.
They're always fine. They're always fine.
I mean, your brother went to Tulsa. What's his expectations this year?
Yeah, I should have texted him before. My guess is his expectations are about the same as they always are. I just, man, I don't know. This game's gonna be gross. At Wyoming is a bitch, right? Like that's, but it's just Tulsa winning by a touchdown.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take Tulsa.
Oh, all right.
I guess Wyoming is really bad.
They are.
All Tulsa has to do is play a solid game, and like Tulsa can't win this game 21-14.
Yeah, they were rock solid last year too. Beat Old Dominion 30-17, 34-31 against SMU. Gave Cincinnati a game last year. Davis Byrne is back. Got a lot of guys back except the defense, I believe. Kind of love that under. I know it's 44, it's super low.
That is really low.
I'm going to take that under.
Okay. It could happen. Again, Tulsa could win this game 14-7.
I hope so. Next up, Bowling Green +23 at UCLA. Over-unders 57.
Sheesh.
Not a lot of talk about
Chip.
You know, you hear a lot about the other program in L.A.
Yeah, everybody's all up on that ass.
So I think Chip's going to come out and just fucking bend Bowling Green over.
Yep.
I think UCLA, I think DTR's back for his, like, 3rd year, 4th year.
Mm-hmm. Give me UCLA and the over.
All right. Yeah, I could see UCLA. I don't know about the over, but I could see them winning by, I don't know, like 45-3 or something.
What's the over at again? It was 50.
57.
What? 57. Actually, just give me UCLA. Yeah, I'll take the over. I'll get off that over.
All right. Next up, actually kind of low key banger. Army +2 at Coastal. Over-unders 53.5.
That is interesting.
This game's awesome.
That is a fun game. This is the type of game where you're like, God damn, college football is a blast.
On the teal turf.
Mm-hmm. How's Coastal looking this year? I feel like I haven't heard a lot of them in the last.
I mean, Grayson McCall's back.
Yeah.
Same coach.
Great offense. It looks like a top 40 offense. All right. Defense stinks. Now the question is, how's that stinky defense going to do against a team that can gain 3.5 yards at will?
This is ball control. The likes of, you know, like a Riley Reed here.
What do you mean?
2 teams that are just going to be ball dominant.
Yeah. Okay. Man.
I kind of like time possession. They're both going to have the ball a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I could see the under hitting pretty easily. But at the same time, these guys could just like break off like 50, 60-yard runs, and you're like, fuck.
So S&P Plus has, again, and I'm only mentioning this specifically because of the discrepancy. They have the overhitting, and they have a projected score of 50, a combined score of 61. The over's 53.5.
Yeah.
Yeah. They think it's They think it's an over by 9.
Okay, so you like the over?
Yeah, I like the over there. That's a huge
What
discrepancy.
about the game? Don't care.
I don't care.
Right.
It could go either way.
I'm going to go Coastal. I think Coastal covers. I think they've had the entire offseason to prepare for Army.
If there's
They
ever
run a weird enough offense that they can kind of get down with stopping this.
I guess if there's ever
similar, it's like obviously they throw the ball a lot more than Army, but they run a weird triple option type-esque, I guess triple option adjacent offense.
Yeah.
Put a little bit more flair.
Sure, with the teal.
No, with their offense, like
Yeah. I get what you mean, but whatever.
Memphis plus 15.5 at Mississippi State over under 57. Haven't heard much about the pirate ship.
No. I haven't heard hardly anything about Mississippi State.
I love Memphis here, by the way.
I think Memphis covers as well. I don't trust Mississippi State to do that because, Mike Leach. This isn't 2009, and Mike Leach teams are weird and inconsistent and sloppy, and that's just a lot of points.
Yeah,
I'm not even gonna buy the half point. That's how many fucking points that is. I like Memphis.
Back from Memphis. You got a little continuity on the offense. Who's quarterback for Mississippi State this year?
I don't know. Mississippi State quarterback Chance Loveridge. Is that Will Rogers? Oh, is Will Rogers still there?
Depth chart, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, Will Rogers, I believe.
Yeah.
Should start.
He was the starter last year, I think, right? Yeah. Yeah, I just don't trust Mississippi State. I like Memphis here. Memphis beat them last year on a weird play, but on kind of like a shitty call or something.
I don't think they win the game, but
no, I think they cover.
15.5 is a lot.
Memphis should travel pretty decently too.
Mm-hmm.
Memphis fans, Mississippi State. I don't know what to expect out of them this year, but I don't think that was a good hire.
Leach?
Yeah,
it's kind of where he belongs, right?
Yes. Well, he's kind of like a Burt, where I feel like he went to the right. If he was going to go to a program in the SEC, both Burt and Leach probably went to the correct program. But, they really just shouldn't be in the SEC.
Yeah, but he's got to be in, a strange town.
Yes, God, Starkville is certainly that.
I mean, Lubbock, fucking Washington State, Wazoo. Where's Wazoo?
Wazoo is, man, it's something weird. Is it Spokane?
No, Spokane is, it's Pullman.
Oh, yeah.
Is it Spokane, right? Gonzaga?
Maybe that's what it is, yeah. I can't. I'm it's the morning. I'm not drinking right now, guys. My brain's not working at 100%.
Yeah, we're a little, recording this at 9:30?
Yeah, something like that. It is what it is. Our picks are what matters.
Yeah, Louisville -4 at Syracuse. Over under is 56.5. I like Louisville here. I think this is going to be a big year. I actually fear they're going to beat us next week. They're going to be on the up and up. I could see Louisville winning 8-9 games this year.
Okay. Yeah, I like Louisville here too. I was gonna maybe look at the over under, but I don't know. I like. So yeah, I'll just take Louisville.
I like what Scott Satterfield's doing. Cunningham is back for another year, and then also, Syracuse. How have they not fired Dino Babers yet? This is it.
Because
right?
There's nothing to do there. What are they gonna what do they expect out of that? It's very bizarre to me that they even have a football program, to be quite honest. What do they get there?
They had McNabb.
They had McNabb. I remember watching McNabb puke on the field live on TV in the 90s or whenever that was. But it's just, I don't know.
He puked at the Super Bowl with the Eagles. I don't think he ever puked at Syracuse.
Yeah, he did.
Oh, he did the same thing?
Yeah, 100%.
I remember that. And then who was the kid that that played at Duke that then went to Syracuse and played basketball?
Oh, the white kid. Yeah, I forget. Shire? No, not Shire. Paulus. Greg Paulus.
Greg Paulus. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. That was the last time Syracuse football was relevant. That and when they upset Clemson.
I am upset though. The Carrier Dome finally got AC.
So ironic, by the way.
It's like a fucking stadium named after air condition. Didn't have air conditioning.
Right. It's like if Busch Stadium didn't sell beer.
It's fantastic.
Yeah, it's fucking ridiculous. I'll take Louisville. I don't know any. I don't care.
Okay. Next up, UL Monroe plus 37 at Texas, over under 64. UL Monroe's bad, man.
I love Texas to cover. Give me the half point.
Minus 36.5.
Oh, I'm sorry. It said 37.5 on the other thing I was reading. So, yeah, 37's fine. Love Texas to cover. And here's why. They better. They better. Because it's only going to get worse from here. Let's see what their schedule is again here. They play Alabama next week. So they better.
Think Terry Bowden get the boys from Monroe up?
Nah. Like, Texas needs to go fucking bananas in this game to make next week's game not hurt so bad. So I love Texas to cover here. I don't know that they will, but if I have to pick one, I'm going to pick that they run up the fucking score. Sark makes the team look competent.
Texas should win 70-3 here.
Yeah. And then Bama comes to town next weekend, rips their spine out of their asshole. But Texas fans can be like, well, obviously we're not on Bama's level, but look what we did against that,
the come up.
Yeah, look what we
You're not
did.
even ready for what we're about to do.
Right. And then UTSA will come to town the next week. Texas will win by 7, and they can fully panic.
I don't know about that sentiment, but I agree. Texas wins this game by
A shit ton.
60.
Yeah. Everyone's going to be sucking Quinn Ewers' dick.
Yeah.
It's going to be stupid. It's going to, it's going to be so dumb.
All right,
of course they cover this.
Last game on Saturday, we're going to cover Boise State plus 2.5 at Oregon State. Over under is 56.5. Ah, man, this.
Give me Boise State money line.
Okay. Is this your money line pick? Or
No,
did you already make
I
your
took
money
App
line?
State for the money line
That's
pick.
right. Boise money line. All right.
Well, actually, I mean, since I'm not going to get bonus points here for getting another money
Let's
line,
take the points.
yeah, just give me the points.
All right. I'm going to go Oregon State. It's Corvallis. It's weird.
You just love Corvallis, and you love the weirdness of it.
Yeah.
Like, it's just that's just your little, like, you just lean that way. You just like them. But yeah, I like Boise State here.
I mean, and low key, John Smith turned Oregon State to like a competent program.
Scrappy team, good team, 100%.
They put up points.
Yeah. I'd be happy if I was an Oregon State fan right now. Like, obviously you want more, but I'd be happy with the direction of the program.
Yeah. Almost certainly, yes. Bachmeier's back for Boise. I don't know. I know a few guys in the chat are Boise guys. They're not.
Shout out to Lloyd.
Yeah, shout out to Lloyd. He's not a huge Bachmeier fan.
Yeah.
Bachmeier's had maybe one too many concussions. It
Comes with the territory.
It does. And then last game we're going to cover for the weekend. It's a Sunday game.
Mm-hmm.
Sunday night football. Florida State +3 in New Orleans against LSU. Over under is 51.5.
Smash LSU.
Yeah, I agree. LSU's going to roll.
Not even going to bother buying a half point there. Smash LSU.
It's 3.
I know. Not even going to bother being like, well, maybe they win by a field goal. Like,
No.
LSU is going to
LSU's
fuck
gonna
these
fuck them
motherfuckers
up,
up. It's going to be so bad. Because here's the thing with this, by the way. Think about the just talent discrepancy between these two programs.
Yeah.
Now, you see the names and you think, okay, that's two big boy programs. That's two powerhouses. I mean, they've won national championships recently even. Yeah, no. LSU is going to make Florida State look like children athletically. And Brian Kelly is a good coach.
Yes, he's going to win a national championship in the next 6 years.
Yep. So give me LSU rolls.
Alrighty. So we have our money line dogs. I have Illinois. You have App State. What's your wild card rando pick of the week? I'm going to go with a team that just entered the FBS.
Okay.
First game, James Madison.
Ooh.
-6
Okay.
over Middle Tennessee.
Why is that?
They're going to get up. This is, their first Division I football game.
Yeah. All right.
And they're like routinely a FCS powerhouse.
Fair enough.
They got dudes.
They got what? They got dudes? All right. All
Middle
right.
Tennessee stinks.
That's all fair. That's all. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. That and Middle Tennessee is. I mean, they're okay. I mean, they might be shitty this year, but like it's a program, they're fine. Yeah, it's nothing like it's not crazy. They're not crazy awful as a program. But whatever. I like trying to look for a fun game here where I can have some where I can get interesting. Okay. Man, there's not even a spread for Vanderbilt Elon. What are we doing here? Come on.
It might be like a last second spread.
Yeah. All right. Give me SMU covering.
What are they getting? Or
minus 11. They're getting 11 points. Minus 11. Oh no, I'm sorry. 10.5. Spread's 10.5. SMU minus 10.5.
Over
North Texas. Going up to Denton.
Yep. I like that.
Yeah.
North Texas isn't anything. They beat UTEP.
Yeah. Now you're just mad at them for beating UTEP, and you want them punished. Let me double check that line to see if it moved though, because this is on a static spreadsheet. Let me check mybookie.com.
Yeah, check MyBookie.
To see if it changed at all, because yeah, that might be an old line, but it'll be around there either way.
Also, you got to be logged in. You got to see like the current lines. I realize that on MyBookie, if you're not logged in, sometimes the lines are not updated.
Yeah. All right, so SMU is minus 11.5. Give me a half point.
So minus 11?
Yeah,
right.
To get to that minus 11.
That sounds good.
Yeah.
All right, so let's recap real quick. I took Tennessee first half. You took the Tennessee team over 51. I'm on Purdue plus 3.5. You're on Penn State minus 3. I'm on Old Dominion plus 7. You're on the over 48.5 of the Virginia Tech Old Dominion game.
Mm-hmm.
We're both on Illinois plus 2. I'm also on the money line. We're both on TCU. I'm minus 14. You took the half point. TCU minus 13.5. I'm on the over of the Buffalo Maryland game of 65. You're on Buffalo plus 24.5. Rutgers, I'm on plus 7 against Boston College. You're on Boston College minus 6.5. I'm on UNC minus 1.5. You're on App State money line.
Money line dog of the week. Let's go.
You're on San Diego State minus 5.5. I'm on Arizona plus 5.5.
Mm-hmm.
I'm on the Tulsa Wyoming under 44. Hold your nose. You're on Tulsa minus 6.5.
They're gonna win by a touchdown there. They've got to.
We're both on UCLA minus 23 against Bowling Green.
Mm-hmm.
I'm on Coastal minus 2 against Army. You're on the over of 53.5.
Yep.
We're both on Memphis plus 15.5.
Covering. I think Mississippi State probably wins,
but we're on plus 15.5.
Yeah.
We're both on Louisville minus 4.
Gross. Don't watch that game.
Both on Texas minus 37.
Do watch that game because it'll be interesting.
This game's going to be fun. I'm on Oregon State minus 2.5. You're on Boise plus 2.5.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're both on LSU minus 3 against Florida State.
We both love LSU minus 3.
And then I'm James Madison minus 6 over Middle Tennessee. You're SMU minus 11 over North Texas.
Let's go.
Cool.
That's all I got for this week.
Yeah.
Brought to you by mybookie.com. If you use the promo code Drinking Bros, you will double your deposit. You put in $500, they'll give you $500 free dollars.
Go do it.
So $50, 50 free dollars, so on and so forth.
So hopefully we won't see you next week because your team won't be mentioned on this program.
But we probably will.
Yeah.
Honestly, if you're an LSU fan, I think you could maybe safely
assume you're not going to be. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. I guess before we go, teams that we will not be able to talk about next week.
Let me pull up the AP poll because I think LSU and Tennessee were right.
LSU, Texas.
Oh, Texas was right outside it too. Let me look.
And Tennessee too.
All 3 of them were really close to being
3
right.
teams we're probably not going to talk about next week.
Tennessee and Texas are literally 1 and 2, and they're 26 and 27. LSU is 30th or something like that.
But I could see like BYU squeaking one out against South Florida and dropping.
Yeah. Okay. I'll give you a dark horse for who we're not going to talk about next week.
Okay.
If Penn State beats Purdue.
Yeah.
They're ranked 26, 7, 8. They're ranked 29th. LSU's ranked 30th. Mm-hmm. By the way, there's a huge drop-off. LSU only getting 55 votes. Penn State's 160. Iowa's 163. Texas 164. Tennessee 180. So, yeah, my guess is that we will not be talking about Penn State or Texas or Tennessee next week. LSU will probably not get enough votes.
Teams we could talk about next week.
Teams we could talk about?
I'm going to throw it out there.
Okay.
I think Houston loses to UTSA.
Okay. We could talk about Houston. I will throw this out there as well. I don't think we'll be talking about Cincinnati. I think we will be talking about Cincinnati next week. I think they lose at Arkansas and drop out of the rankings.
Or
we're going to be talking about either Cincinnati or Arkansas next week.
Cincinnati beats Arkansas. Yeah.
Well, one of those two schools we will be discussing.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
All right. Well,
for Tanner Jester, I'm Rob Fox. Your team sucks.